The Legend of Zelda is one of the most beloved franchises in video game history. Having spanned decades and multiple Nintendo platforms, it's received nearly as much love as the company's poster boy, Mario. But there is a franchise that sadly has been ignored for far too long by Nintendo. No, I'm not talking about Metroid. No, I'm not talking about Star Fox. I'm talking about Kid Icarus. The original Kid Icarus saw its initial release on the Nintendo Entertainment System way back in the ancient past of 1986. It would not see a sequel until 2012, with the release of Kid Icarus Uprising for the Nintendo 3DS. Okay, yes, there was a Game Boy game in 1991, but no one really remembers that. And despite how beloved the 3DS title is, it is currently May 2023 as I'm recording this video, and we still haven't seen another Kid Icarus follow-up. That is a real tragedy, Nintendo. I and a lot of other gamers fell in love with Kid Icarus Uprising and the flight challenge protagonist of Pit. Despite the game's rather wonky controls, Uprising is a true underrated gem that needs far more love and attention from Nintendo. If you haven't played this game and you own a 3DS, I implore you to seek it out, and if you can get past its odd control scheme, you will not be disappointed. Kid Icarus is a fun and hilarious adventure through the land of Greek mythology, putting you in the role of Pit, an angel who has some serious issues when it comes to flying, which is both really funny and honestly really sad. As Pit, you will battle the evil forces of villains like Medusa and Hades, all the while teaming up with powerful allies and making jokes along the way. Oh, and what video game protagonist would be complete without his shadowy alter ego? In this case, we have Dark Pit, aka Pit 2. Now, I wouldn't dare spoil this game for you because I want you to enjoy every second of this amazing adventure for yourself. So let's backtrack a little bit. Why did I start off a video about Kid Icarus by talking about The Legend of Zelda? Well, the answer is, besides Tears of the Kingdom being really popular in the YouTube algorithm right now, is also because of its predecessor, Breath of the Wild. The Legend of Zelda before Breath of the Wild was a linear dungeon crawler, but thanks to the latest installments in the franchise, these games seem to be moving into a more open world direction. And so far, there is no sign of Nintendo backtracking on this decision for better or for worse. Which is good news for Kid Icarus. With Zelda becoming an open world experience, this leaves a noticeable gap in Nintendo's lineup for a more linear action-adventure franchise. And I believe Kid Icarus is the best candidate to step up for that role. If Zelda wants to be more open world, I'm fine with that. I love Breath of the Wild. But I also like my linear adventures as well, and I freaking love Kid Icarus, so why not let Pit take up the mantle that Link has left behind? And despite us not receiving another Kid Icarus game since 2012, there are some recent indications from Nintendo that we may be seeing this lovable angel make his return very, very soon. In 2022, Masahiro Sakurai, the man responsible for Kid Icarus Uprising, made a very exciting comment, and I quote, "It sure would be nice to play Kid Icarus Uprising on a home console. I wonder if someone will ever port it," unquote. So is the Nintendo veteran hinting that the beloved 3DS title will see a port on the Nintendo Switch sometime soon? Well, maybe. But what casts doubt on this is an earlier statement by Sakurai made in 2018, suggesting it would be difficult to bring Kid Icarus Uprising to the Nintendo Switch. Has he changed his mind on the idea of a port since then? Well, there have been some claims from a prominent source of Nintendo-related leaks named Zippo that for a while a Kid Icarus home console port has been in the works, and would actually more so be a remaster than a simple port. As the leaks suggest, it would have upgraded graphics and a more accessible control scheme, which, yes, I really hope they rework the control scheme of this game, because as much as I grew to love Uprising, those 3DS controls were certainly an acquired taste. But now, here we are in 2023, and the Nintendo Switch is nearing the end of its lifespan, and a new Nintendo system is likely to be announced in the very near future, possibly the end of 2023 or into 2024. So, There is always a chance that we could see Pit and the goddess Palutena make a return on whatever Nintendo's next big console is instead of the Switch, which honestly would be fine by me. My hope is that we'll see a remaster of Kid Icarus Uprising either for the Switch or a next-gen Nintendo home console that will act as the setup for a brand new Kid Icarus game to follow shortly after. And that while The Legend of Zelda leaves the linear dungeon crawler formula behind and enters a more open world, Kid Icarus will be there to take its place. And I truly believe we haven't seen the last of Pit and his allies. In fact, their next adventure may be just right around the corner. Hey, thanks for watching the video. Be sure to tell me your thoughts on this topic down below. And if you like what you saw, hit the like button, click the bell, and be sure to subscribe and share the content so more people can enjoy it as well. If you want early access to videos like this, consider becoming a patron on Patreon for only $3 a month. I've started to see some promising signs of growth from this channel, and I would love to make videos for you guys full time. So Patreon will definitely help. And if you're feeling extra generous, I have a PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo. The information for all of this is in the description box down below. Also, I have other channels, so if you're into that, check them out. Again, thanks for watching, and this is JeskerJames signing out.